So for the members, this is a wee trick I'm doing here. Not flying all the way to Southerness. It's too far, it would take the drone out of visual line of sight. So what I've done is I've flown kind of halfway there, and I've picked a visual marker, and that's the lighthouse. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drive to Southerness and find a spot on the beach and launch the drone, send them out to the same point that I just finished there with the lighthouse as my marker, and continue the flight. So I'll be basically flying back to Southerness, so I will have changed location. So for all of those people who always say stuff like, you flew 5 miles or 10 miles or whatever it is and you were out of visual line of sight, there's a wee bit of trickery going on. I'll be editing the video together so it looks as if the entire flight came from here, and it was one continual flight. But you'll see, if you look carefully, and you're an astute observer like you members are, you'll notice that when the drone comes into land, it's at a different place from where it took off. Don't give the game away. But during the live stream, you can mention it if you like. It's always interesting to me the outrage that some people have about flying beyond VLOS, when in fact that's never what I do. And I've shown quite a few videos where, you know, it's easy to fool the viewer into thinking something is happening when it's actually not. And this is another one of those occasions. Here comes the Wallace. And this little part here, of course, won't form part of the main video. So now that the shooting's complete here, I'm going to travel to Southerness and pick up the flight from the other half. But there's a wee stop I want to make so that I'm too far away to fly from here to the end of the Nith. Although I can see it here, the drone would probably be too small for me to see, so I'm going to drive 2 or 3 miles further towards that opening, which is just up here. Let me turn this around and you'll see it. You might not be able to see the opening here on the camera of where the Nith actually opens up into the Solway Firth, but it's just there. If I can get this, it's just there-ish. Right, that's where the Nith flows into the Solway Firth, and it's a wee bitty too far away for me to see the drone. So I'm gonna drive. There's a nice viewing spot about 3 miles along there, which will take me to a spot that will have the opening of the Nith within visual line of sight, and I'll be able to fly the drone out there and then capture that wee bit too. Now, of course, none of this is going on the main video. This is all just for the members.
Solway where the soft winds blow. Hey, the sea's at peace, the no whispering tales of a sky so blue. And I wander by the shoreline, bare feet in the cold sand free, listening to the seabirds crying, singing ancient harmony. By the lighthouse glow, keeping sailors safe frae harm, shining through the darkest night, a guiding faithful charm. The seabirds will abuse me, with their wings say wide and free, picking cockles, mussels, stories frae the heart of Scotland sea. The dunes lie quiet, wrapped in gold, where gulls cry out like tales of old. The waves kiss softly at my feet, as if the sea remembers me, and the wind says, hold your heart light, let the worries drift a while, for this coast is filled with kindness, where the sun meets mist and law. By the lighthouse glow, keeping sailors safe frae harm, shining through the darkest night, a guiding faithful charm. And the seabirds will abuse me, with their wings say wide and free, picking cockles, mussels, stories frae the heart of Scotland sea. Let the water hum its lullaby, let the moonlight paint the sky. By the lighthouse glow, it guides us home again, through the hush of evening waves and the soft caress of rain. And the seabirds still they dance here, where the world feels wild and free, a wee reminder that we're part of Scotland's soul and Scotland.